All right, so this is going to be the first video for the new playlist of Beyond the Map's Edge, which is a new treasure hunt put on by Justin Posey. I debated in my head whether I was going to do this one or not. I thought I had my plate full with between work, my own treasure hunt, trying to make all the videos for There's Treasure Inside. Well, I shouldn't say trying to make the videos. I mean, that's fun for me, and I'm actively pursuing it, and I want to do that. Then I heard about this one. I actually just learned about like 3 new treasure hunts today. Not going to have the time to participate in all of them, nor make videos for all of them. But this one, it seems grand, right? And that's what drew me to There's Treasure Inside, like a grand adventure, right? Something that like thousands of people across the country are going to be participating in. So that's what, hey, Straw Hat Hunter, what's up? Yo, yo, yo. So that's what drew me to this new treasure hunt, Beyond the Map's Edge. And I found out that according to Amazon's tracking, which is pretty accurate, I should be getting my book a little bit early, a few days early. I think it's going to get here on Monday. So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and set up a playlist, and let's do the same thing we did for There's Treasure Inside. We'll just keep grinding until we can't do it anymore or we fall apart. I've never worked on 2 treasure hunts at the same time. I mean, I've done mine and like participated in one, but I've never like worked on 2. I don't know how my mind's gonna work. I mean, although I could say I've worked on 5 at the same time. If anyone's doing There's Treasure Inside, if you're doing more than one box, you're kind of juggling a couple different treasure hunts all at the same time. So we'll see. We'll give it a shot. If my brain's just overloaded, I'll shut it all down. If none of it makes sense to me, which I'm fortunate enough that I think some of JCB's book is making sense to me. I enjoy history, so it's written with a lot of history in mind. So I'm getting a lot out of it. It's enjoyable. So we'll see. Again, we'll see how Justin's hunt's gonna go. I don't really know much about him personally, which I didn't really know much about JCB either. I don't know if I'm gonna do as much diving into him as I did with JCB, just because I haven't seen much reward for the amount of time spent diving into JCB as versus diving into Justin. But this is kind of a first video, and we're just going to kind of go over nothing too deep, nothing too crazy, because I don't want to waste my time and your time as a watcher and as a creator, putting all these suppositions and making all these grand statements. And like, I don't have a book in front of me, nobody else does, so it's not like you can follow along. So it's just going to be a short, sweet. It's going to be a little bit of introduction. It's going to be how I'm planning on attack. Which this is fun because with JCB's book, I kind of jumped in like, I think I was a couple days late. And so I felt a little bit behind the 8 ball. This is the first time I feel like I'm a little bit in front of the 8 ball, if that makes sense. Like, okay, I can put together a plan of how I want to attack this. And it's even better because there's only one box, one location to look after, right? So here's Froggy Estes. Here's my plan of attack, right, for this book. I'm going to read it all the way through first, and I did not do that with JCB's book. I started to, and I got sidetracked by other books, by the Discord, by separate chapters. So I'm going to really, really try my best. Hopefully, I don't know, I can't remember how many pages it is off the top, but I think I'm a pretty quick reader. And I have Monday off. I don't have anything to do on Monday, so I should be able to dedicate Monday fully. Julian, what's up, man? How you doing? I should be able to dedicate Monday fully to reading it. So that's the goal. Monday, complete pass, crush the book, and then we'll go back and analyze it. And then I should have a video up on Monday. So a few things that jump out that I'm going to be trying to look for. So again, I don't know how this guy thinks, how he writes. But from what I've heard, just from people that do know him, is that he's, thanks, Julian, I appreciate it, man. He's learned lessons from Fen. Oh, so Bamster, I'm talking about Beyond the Map's Edge. This is kind of like a pre-hunt start, I guess. It's a Justin Posey hunt, if you're familiar with that one. Calazar and K-Pro did a video on it, I think a couple nights ago. But his frequently asked questions page is very detailed. I think it covers most of the stuff that I want to know. I like the fact that he's a searcher turned creator. I like that. And so some of the stuff right off the bat on the frequently asked page is he talks about the container it's in. And the language is very interesting. Something, hey, what's up, Fuzzy? Already the way this guy writes, and I'm assuming it's not a ghostwriter, I'm assuming he's writing, whoever's writing, it's tickling my brain. It's the words he's using or they're using is very engaging to me. So he talks about the container is immediately recognizable, right? He's intentionally kept the identity of the container a secret. So it's not like JCB where he's put the box out. It's not like other treasure hunt creators where it's like it's in this box or this is a proxy or they're very upfront about what you're looking for. It's a little bit coy, which for something of this value, right, should be comfortably should be 7 figures. I don't mind the coyness right there, and the wording is very interesting to me. A container immediately recognizable. So to me, that means 2 things. It means that either it's a wink at all his Fen buddies, right? So, hey, here's something that we all know about. Like, remember this from the hunt? Haha, we all recognize it. And all the rest of us are like, what is it? Or it's immediately recognizable to treasure hunters, right? Which is like, okay, so those are the 2 ways I'm taking it. If you have another way to take it, throw it in the chat. Those are the 2 ways I'm taking it right now. And so what would be immediately recognizable to treasure hunters? My head immediately just went to a treasure chest, right? And that's my dream, is to like, if someday fill like maybe a small size treasure chest of like just straight gold. I'm not into all the jewels and the memorabilia. It's just straight gold is good enough for me, right? Hey, Tyler, what's going on, man? So that's kind of what I thought about there. The next is the location, which is the American West, right? Which again, more detail looks like it'll be coming. I'm not mad at that either because I'm not in the American West, so I think that would make me a little bit more open to sharing everything. Yeah, right, Bamster, right? So we'll have to wait for some more details on that. And then here's where, again, this is like the words he's using is it's hooking me. It's a fish hook deep in the brain, right? So there's a whole couple different sections on the finder and verifying the discovery. So immediately to me, that's sending up, it's tickling my spider sense or however you want to say it, because most of the time if I'm looking for treasure and I find it, I know I found it because there's treasure. Like, the way I run my hunts, it's a gold coin in the woods in a little pelican case. When you find it, you know, because there's a gold coin, right? There's no questions about it, right? And with other hunts that have a proxy, I mean, they're very upfront with, this is a proxy, this is what it looks like, you'll know when you find it. And so the detail in the words used, and I have another screen pulled up right here so we can take a look at it. It's just very interesting, right? The finder of verified discovery. I've established a straightforward verification system. Again, that's interesting to know, right? We had some great discussions with Placebo about the how and the wind and the mechanics of that. The treasure contains, I'm reading directly from his website, the frequently asked questions. The treasure contains specific elements that match a digital fingerprint, right? I'm getting pretty high tech, right? If it's a gold coins or treasure, gold gems and all that in a box, you don't need a digital fingerprint, it's there. To me, I would think the digital fingerprint would be just for the Bitcoin. And I understood how he did something like that, right? When found, these pieces will prove beyond doubt that you've discovered the genuine treasure. So again, this is leading me to go down the path of proxy. For some reason, some creators don't like to say the word proxy. I don't get the reluctance to that. Own it, be proud. I mean, if you're honest about how to get the treasure in the end, I mean, it shouldn't matter what you're finding, right? But again, so that's where it's leading me to believe. When found, these pieces will prove beyond doubt that you've discovered the genuine treasure. So if you need something that proves that you've discovered the treasure, I mean, if you find gold and gems, that's proof you found it, right? But if you find something else that proves, I don't know. And again, full disclosure, it's not that it's scaring me off or throwing up flags, because it's the complete opposite. Everything is drawing me in, because it's just, I've never heard of something done this way, and I'm like fully in. And so then going about it, the whole 30-day window, which would make sense with some of the ideas we threw around. And I would get that 30-day process of, hey, he has 30 days to, the finder has 30 days to let him know, and he has 30 days to let everybody else know. So I can, I'm messaging K-Pro, Tyler. Let's see, a couple more points here before we whole shut this thing down. This one, again, so buying the book, right? So I understand a little bit of this mechanic. Well, I don't want to speak for him, but in my mind, here's how I understand it. So the poem is free. It's on the website. You can find it. I get that because for my hunt, when I looked up the legality of it in the states that I was playing in, and sweepstakes rules, contests, skills of games of skill, and all that, there had to be a way for people to win for free. There couldn't. It's a different game if I'm requiring you to pay, right? So my YouTube is free. You can watch it, and you can win from the clues off of there, right? I do have a separate system where there is money involved, and you can get more clues that way. And that's a lot of hunts have done that way. To me, it seems like that's the kind of format. I don't know if legality that's the reason why, or if there's another reason why, and he'll speak on that. I don't know. In my mind, I get it. It makes sense. I'm not really questioning that part. So the poem is there for free, so everyone can play for free. You don't have to pay in. But there is a book, and he kind of explains for why. He says, do I have to buy the book? He says, the best way to find the treasure is to understand the person who hid it, and the book provides a deeper window into that perspective. I get that. Again, it makes sense to me, right? First thing you want to do is you want to get to know the treasure hunt creator. You want to get to know the guy who hid it. And so what better to do that than if he writes a book? Again, there's no point in speculating too much because in just a couple days, we'll know the answer to it, right? But I get it. It makes sense. The only other thing that was like, made me think and wonder was the whole ebook thing. And I get that there'd be an ebook. Earlier today, I was under the impression, because I saw a post on Twitter from 3/19, so March 19th this year, 6 p.m., and he talks about the challenges of the book supply chain, and because of that, he had the ebook to make sure it was fair. That's how I took it. All right. After reading the FAQ, after talking to a bunch of people, after reading it again and again, it looks like I might have taken it wrong, and you can take it that he had always planned for the ebook. And that he always planned for there to be a difference in the ebook. And so why? I mean, there's, again, a couple of light theories I'm going to throw out. I'm not going to go too deep into it. And we found this out with JCB's book, that certain things in print look different on a screen. Certain things on a screen don't really transfer over to a print. So we'll have to wait. I'm not going to make any grand suppositions or whatever. Is that the right word? Suppository? We'll wait and see about that. I think hopefully it should become evident what the difference is, and especially if everybody's group attacking it as a project. One of the last things I want to cover is he mentions that do I need to be an expert on the Fen treasure, right? And his last sentence is familiarity with Fen or his treasure hunt provides no advantage in solving this new mystery. That's very different from what JCB said in where he says it may provide additional context. So yeah, I finally caught you. Yeah, you know what? This must have been just for you, humble opinion. I was telling myself I'm just gonna record it and post it. There's no sense in doing a live. Something told me to do a live. It's for you, humble. There you go. It's the universe looking out for you. But yeah, you've caught the last 30 seconds of this. But yeah, so that's what we're talking about. Yeah, if it's not your bag, Alien's probably not your bag. I don't know what else to say. I'm not a Twitch streamer. I'm not gonna do flips or juggle or magic tricks. But that's what it is. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, long story short, this will be titled probably Clue Talk 0, and I'll try to do the same format as I do the other ones. It'll be a 30-second introduction on what the video is, and then we'll go into the book. And again, look for it Monday. I should be getting it Monday. I don't know what time. It says, I think morning-ish on Monday I'll have the book. So a couple hours, should be able to bang that out. And then I'll have some first thoughts on it and getting it out there. No, Bamster. Because I'm greedy and I want to do everything all the time, I'm going to be trying to do both of them. So we'll see how it goes. Prospector Pete, what's going on, man? Greetings from Altus, Oklahoma. There we go. Hopefully the weather's okay out there. But yeah, we're gonna try to run with both of them and see if I can keep it up. We'll just see if it starts falling apart or if the content starts getting poor quality. Then we'll just shut one of them down, whichever one. I don't know. That'll be interesting. Right now I think I'm more I like TTI better, but that's just because maybe I'm more familiar with it. We'll see how the book comes out, how it turns out. If it's just spectacular writing, and if I feel like I'm making progress on the clues, then maybe that'll be the main one. I don't know, so we'll see. Oh, you already read the article? Oh, okay. I still thank you. For those of you who don't know, I got published in the American Digger. So I'm waiting on my magazine. It should get here in a couple days, but yeah, I'm excited for that. It was my first time writing for a magazine, and I'm glad you guys liked it. I'll have to check it out. So I'm excited to get some good feedback on that. All right, but that'll be I don't know. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. Someone said $8 to the Bitcoin. Yeah, it was funny. Mike kept posting the wrong Bitcoin link. He kept posting a link to like the Bitcoin website, and I don't know if his name's Dave or something, but the Great American Treasure Hunt, they kept donating money. And you know what, Tyler, it might be. I mean, from right now, from what I'm guessing, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see. Wait, someone said I missed it earlier. Someone said JP has a huge social media following. Okay, so it says JP. Oh, that was you, Tyler. JP has a huge social media footprint compared to JCB. All right, so I didn't know that because I don't really know. I don't really have much info detail on the guy behind the scenes. But JCB was able to make the morning news network connections pretty quickly, right? He got on Good Morning America 3 and Inside Edition, and got a lot of local CNN, Fox affiliates and whatnot. So we'll see if JP is going to do the same thing and kind of do a media blitz, right? And see. I'm looking to yeah. Hey, Mojave Mess, what's going on, man? Yeah, thank you, Humble Opinion. Yeah, it was the article covered kind of the beginning process for my third hunt and my thought process during my second hunt, and kind of interacting with Fuzzy's famous too, because Fuzzy was the winner for my first hunt. So it kind of covered a little bit of behind the scenes thinking and how the whole Estes Quest originated. So that's in the American Digger magazine. So we'll give them a plug. You just type in American Digger, you should be able to pop up. They've got a nice website, a lot of good metal detecting stuff, a lot of good artifact stuff. So let's see, anything else? JP's locations tagged around the time. Yeah, I was looking at those today. Not sure what's going on with the whole tagging thing. He seems like he's super tech savvy. It's just how, again, well, I mean, I don't know what you can judge from a guy from his like 30-second Netflix promo and some hearsay from the Discords, but apparently he knows his way around electronics. So I don't know. We'll see about that. All right, this video is not gonna be too long because I got to get up early in the morning. But I don't know if I'm gonna do one more on this before. I've still got some Pennsylvania stuff for the AT Trail. And I'm starting to get some more past and future stuff, so we might do one of those tomorrow night or something like that. All right, guys, take care. Thanks for watching. Be safe out there. Bye.